Hi, this is Dr. Cook. Welcome to week one of your English course. Before we begin, I want to go over just a couple things. One reminder is that you can email me, but I will answer your emails Monday through Friday. Generally speaking, if you email me over the weekend, I'll email you back on Monday. I try not to work on the weekends as much as possible. If it's an absolute emergency, then let me know that. Otherwise, you can expect probably an email early Monday morning. The turnaround for emails generally during the week is within 24 hours, but I'm on a lot, so I usually will get to your email much sooner. Check your announcements regularly, and in order to do that, I will usually send out an announcement on Monday and usually probably on Thursday, not always twice a week, but sometimes twice a week. To make sure that you don't miss any of the announcements, you need to do the following. Regardless of the course that you're taking, you want to do a couple things to make sure that you don't miss any of the announcements. So when you log into whatever course it is, and it doesn't have to be an online or even a hybrid course, it can be a face-to-face course. You want to go to the first announcement and look at that little arrow, click on that arrow, and then scroll down to notifications. When you get to notifications, you can put an email in. I already have mine. You can then register your cell phone. So again, just go through the steps. And then make sure you hit save. So you want to go down to where it says assignments, new announcement, and you can check SMS, which is actually the text messaging. You can only choose that if you've given in your cell phone. And you can choose notification by email. You have other options if you want to put those in, but definitely the announcements are important. I would also go down to grade item released and grade item updated and save those two. Make sure you have include my grade notification from the grades, because that will tell you exactly what your grade is. And once you have that in, hit save. And that way, anytime that there's a new announcement, you'll get that message automatically. Every time I post a grade, you'll get the grade notification as well. So we're now in week one. And if you haven't done so, I would recommend going all the way down to the final project and clicking on that and looking over that information. The project that you'll be completing is really a paper. It's a recommendation report. So in some of you, I've already answered your introductions. So let me just talk very briefly about the project. The project is a recommendation report. You're going to have a target audience. So you're going to identify a problem or something that needs improvement, preferably in the field that you're going into. And you're going to research that problem, what has been done about that problem in the past, what are some possible solutions, and you're going to research that. You're also going to conduct some primary research, either interviewing people or conducting a survey. It's key that you do not have a solution in your head from the very beginning. You need to do the research on this and let the research kind of bring you to some recommendations. Your final report excuse me, is to make a recommendation to that particular target audience, whether it is a group of hospital administrators, or if I were presenting something for Delaware Tech, it might be the deans of the college. So you need to decide that. So start working on figuring out something that needs improvement or a problem in a certain area. It needs to be simple. It needs to be manageable. Do not pick something like you're going to solve the drug epidemic. That's not going to happen. That's really hard. And you also would have a hard time with research, primary research, because you really wouldn't probably have access to the people that you would need. So keep that in mind too. You're going to have to conduct some kind of interview or observation or a survey. So you want to have a group of people that you can actually have access to without needing special permission, etc. So keep that in mind. Look through all of the requirements. Here are the various steps for the project. And you have really until week 4 to figure this out. Next week, we're going to actually look at some case studies, which will kind of give you a little bit of help for some other ideas. But start thinking about this now. Talk it over with someone in the science department. They can help you with this as well. I'm not in the science department. I'm an English teacher, so I really couldn't help you in terms of figuring out what would be particularly interesting for you. So let's go back now and look at what is due this week. So you're going to read the introductory pages of the chapter. You're going to read pages 14 and 15. And the course is set up kind of easy so that the first part are the various assignments, and the bottom is always where it says the activities to do. And these are things that you need to submit, whether it's an assignment or a discussion board. You should know how to do the discussion board now because you posted for the introduction. If you haven't done the introduction, please make sure you do that so that you kind of get practice with how to post to the discussion board. The discussion board is set up so that you cannot see other people's answers until you actually post your particular answer. So that's it for week 1. Week 1 is kind of light, but you can go through the rest of the weeks to see the upcoming assignments. The only difference is you can't click on the activities because this is not a self-study course. I do want you to kind of stay with us and to watch the due dates. Again, to help you figure it out, if you click course schedule, this will tell you the calendar and what is coming up. Or you simply go to the home page by clicking that here at the top, and on the right hand side you see the various assignments that are due. If you have any questions, send me an email, and if you need to contact me for outside of the office hours or during the office hours, simply go back to my information under Getting Started, and at the bottom there is this site. All you do is click on that, and then these are my office hours. Choose the time slot that you want. Even though we're online, I can meet with you online. You don't have to come to the Owens campus. If you're on campus, that's great. But if you want to meet with me virtually, that's fine too. But I do ask that you block a spot and make sure you always tell me the course number, because I have a couple online courses and face-to-face courses as well, and I don't know the names yet. So it's important that you tell me who you are and what course you are. And then if you want to meet with me virtually, just click one of those links and then send me an email so I know to set up the virtual classroom. I will send out information automatically about that at the end of the week. So I hope you have a good week. And again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me either by email or you have my office number. In addition, on D2L, there is this over here, which is for general questions. Again, it's a discussion board, but you can post your questions there, and maybe another classmate has the answer to the question, but I subscribe to this, and I will kind of monitor that as well. So you have the email, you have my cell phone or the office number, and you have this discussion board here. All right, so have a good week. I look forward to reading your posts on Thursday.